stream, share it in a couple places that I need to, and then I'll be good to go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and also chat and Skyla too. Oh, I should actually turn that off. I actually have a new microphone now.
Oh, really?
Hello. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully it's better. Well, actually, I know it's better. The Blue Yeti served me well for a very long time. But, well, we're not making a map. It's
It's
for
more of
fun.
a hypothetical map.
It's a hypothetical. You see, clickbait.
We found a website where we can create maps. It is free, so if you want to create one too alongside us and post in the Discord,
Yeah.
then you can do that. And then we can see how you would make the biomes if you were able to choose yourself.
Yeah. Also, Glamrock, thank you for joining. I'm glad to have you here. But basically, you can just make a map. Obviously, this is not me making an actual Path of Titans map.
But
Yes,
it's... Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
sorry, continue.
No, you go ahead. You're in the middle of talking.
Yeah. My train of thought.
I'm sorry.
But I actually have to think. I'll probably start. I'm assuming you actually have already started. No, you haven't.
No, I haven't started. I was going to wait for you so we can
Oh,
start
well, I'm ready
discussing
to
things
start
out.
then.
Okay, I started the stream and we're all good.
Yeah.
So, hello people in the chat. Alright, so the importance I think of with creating a map is definitely accessibility and stuff, and that was
Definitely.
always the difficult part of the older,
Gondola.
yeah, of the older Path of Titans map
Okay.
versus the new map where there's a lot more
Yeah.
water access. Although I
Yeah.
do kind of like the style of the island, it being an island.
I like the old map being an island, but I think overall the new one's a benefit. The website is called Incarnate. I'll actually put it in the chat if
Yeah,
I could actually.
yes. So if anybody wants to do it, you can make different landmarks. You can change their colors. You can add
Yeah.
mountains and stuff to it. So it's technically a Dungeons and Dragons map creator.
But like nothing's stopping us from using it for other purposes.
Yeah, exactly. So we can use it for whatever we want.
Yeah. But I should brush. Oh, no wonder it wasn't doing anything. I had the subtract on.
Yeah. Yep, the brushes are very important.
I would have created an if Rhyperia wasn't a thing, I would have made an archipelago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Rhyperia is a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
And I do quite like it. I definitely think it's the best map they've had.
I agree. Definitely for functionality, that is definitely the best map that they've had so far. I do like the aesthetic part of islands. So I'm going to try to create something that has a lot of waterways, but is also kind of sporadic islands.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, which probably isn't the best thing to do. Well, actually, probably not that bad. What's roughness do?
Roughness,
Oh,
dude, that's like the edges
I
of
see.
it.
I'll keep it at 10. Hey, abnormal iguana. Good to see you here. How was the events that transpired yesterday?
Thing is, I don't want to make too many islands, because then it
Yeah,
would be weird.
it would be weird at that point.
So what are some of your favorite biomes that you think you would like to add?
Um, there's some stuff from nearby. Obviously, biomes are a tad hard. Definitely, like hilled forest is one I would like to add.
Mhm. Yeah, looking back on, like, the difference between Rhyperia and was how you pronounce it?
Gondola.
Thank you.
I think it's
I
Gondola.
think so. Yeah, Gondwa. Gondwa? Um, I feel like with that one, there's a lot more barren places on that island with
Yeah, Gondola.
major
Well,
hills and savanna open areas and then a few forests in the middle.
yeah, I do agree. Like now, we're obviously I'm not going to be able to get to this level of detail in the biome, but I am showing stuff that I would like to do on stream now, and I'll just send you the image, Skyla,
Okay, sure,
of
of
what a
course.
perfect one I would like a general vibe to be. Obviously, I can't replicate that in this.
Ooh, that would be gorgeous. Yeah, that's very lovely.
Yeah,
Let me show my chat what you're decided. Goodness gracious. Being troublesome.
yeah. Also, hot. Wow, you're. Who?
What?
Oh, I'm just reading chat. Um, are you really an isopod though?
We need some small ones in the ocean. We need names for this. Yes, we will put names.
Yeah,
Oh,
I.
oh, somebody recognized you in the chat. He's like, it's Regalius. Yes, we have been friends for years.
It's been back in ye olden days,
Back
and by
when
ye olden day,
you only had like a few hundred followers.
back in ye olden days of Regington.
No, we're not making actual Path of Titans map.
No,
We're using
I don't.
Dungeons and Dragons thing just to get an idea of where we would place the biomes if we were to make a Path of Titans map. It's on Incarnate and it's free. So if you want to make your own map and send it in Regalius' Discord, you're welcome to do that so we can see what you would create. But isn't that pretty? That would be so pretty to have as a biome
Yeah. Okay.
stuff.
Um.
I do love swampy areas, like the sound of it.
Yeah. I think I like swamp. Now I am also like scarred from swamp from a certain game.
That's a good point. Yeah, yeah. There's several games that have caused a lot of traumatic experiences, like Ark. Anything swamp and Ark is terrible.
Yeah, there I have some traumatic
From
experiences
so
with
many
a
notes.
certain swamp
Yes.
from a certain video game.
Mhm. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. There's there's definitely too many. There's swamps never are good, but what is this? We're making a map. Basically, we're using Incarnate, which is technically a Dungeons and Dragons map creator. But we're making a map as if we were to make our own dinosaur survival game. How would we make it? What would we do? Stuff. So that way, it's just for fun. It's mostly just for fun.
An Okavango Delta style map would go hard, and also Adrian. I mean, I'd never said that. Um, yeah, Arc Deltas are. Oh, they're ghetto. The Caprisuchus number 5 op right there. Those things are rough.
There we go. Trying to figure out how to scroll down. Forest, yes. So right now I'm trying to decide where I want some waterways because we want to be able to have a lot of water access, but we also need a good amount of land mass to actually make the gaming worthwhile for the land dinosaurs. So to try to figure that out is kind of tough when you have, you know, when the gamers who are aquatic rely on those waterways so
Yeah,
much to make it at all interesting to play them.
yeah. And I don't know, you might know this Regalius guy. And for me personally, as cool as prehistoric stuff is, I kind of don't. If I were to choose, I would choose an area that's somewhat similar to the Texas Hill Country, mainly because that's where I live and I like how it looks.
A little bit at home. Eh,
Yeah,
let's see. Be a nice little waterway to lead to.
but okay, I will figure out how to do waterfalls.
I kind of just drew one. It took a bit, but it takes a little extra
Hey,
work.
yeah, I think I might have an idea. Hey, Seagull, I might be original. Hey, Seagull, shush. I truly know what I'm doing.
What's tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow's stream will be space engineers with Stratus, Tryhard, and Blue Ice. They all want to teach me it. I've put it off for a very long time. so much,
Normal,
so much so that Stratus is
yeah,
giving me glares. so
yeah. Abnormal, we literally go to school together. Shut. One more step to seeing Regalius IRL. Bro,
let's
you already
see.
do that.
Let's see. I think a little bit bigger landmass would be good for the mountains because we do need some
Ooh,
mountains.
yeah. I-
When it comes to the biomes, are you going to do it kind of like geographically? North would be colder and south would be
No,
warmer type of thing, or
because
just all around?
this is just all around mainly because this is probably going to be an island, so it's not going to be that big. If anything, the south part would probably be colder just because it's higher elevation.
I would definitely think that maybe the middle of the island would probably be more elevation than anything else for mine.
Yeah,
More inland, the colder it would be. More outland, the
yeah.
warmer.
Um, maybe. Actually, I know what I'm doing. I'm changing my mind already.
Hello,
I gotta.
Triceratops. Thanks for visiting. um, let me think. Let me think.
Uh,
I feel like there's something missing.
is there a good
Rivers.
way to delete like the tools, like the mountains that you can put down?
Let me see. Let me see. I'll test it.
Yeah, is there a good way to like delete multiple at once?
So you have a list of them on the side. Everything that you put down, there's a list on the side. If you look at my
I
stream,
see.
and you
I
can
got it.
delete them from there. We'll make some rivers. I think this needs some rivers. Are you going to make the map and play on it? Well, this is not a real map. This is
Yeah.
just a fake
Also,
map, just for fun to see how we would play if we were able to choose.
yeah. Because also we don't have the time and or resources
I'm
to
not that.
actually make one.
I'm not the smartest for making maps. I mean, if I to choose to make a like dinosaur game, I have a lot of thoughts on how I would make a dinosaur game if I had a choice.
If I were to make a dinosaur game, I honestly would want a more art, more like Primal Carnage, except Primal Carnage is kind of buns. More
Yeah.
in the vein of Primal Carnage, where it's not a survival game. You can just hop in matchmaking. I think that's something that should be experimented with a lot more.
Mhm. I I would make I would have completely new mechanics. Like I thought of some really interesting ideas that I would want for mine if I were to make a dinosaur survival game. But of course, I have zero knowledge on how to make a game. There's a lot of games that I've like, ooh, to make this game, or this would be fun to make that game and stuff. But when it comes to a dinosaur game, like like for like stats and like strength or attacks and stuff like that, I would do build it up kind of like I don't know if you've ever heard of Scum. It's
I
a
have never heard of it.
okay, it's a zombie survival game, but how they do your stats is that you have a set point and there's like it's very detailed, like there's melee, there's archery. Like there's a bunch of detailed list, and then you put the points into each one. But in the game, if you use, like, say you don't put anything in melee, but if you continuously use melee, you gain the skill over time and stuff. So kind of like, you build up your dinosaur to where the more you use certain attacks, the stronger it gets in those attacks. It could be, strength of tail whip, it could be how fast you kick, how strong you kick, or for like bite force, teeth sharpness, like things like that that could build up over time based on the more you use them.
Yeah. And also, yes, this is a range shadow effect. That is exactly what I planned. Um range.
I think connecting these
Yeah.
would be good. But I think that would be a lot of fun in trying to build up a dinosaur. Now, once you build up all those skills, if you become like perfect in building up all those skills, every single skill, then I would say, like your dinosaur is elder and it'll die after so many hours. Because
Mhm.
otherwise, it'll be a little OP if you have everything built up and stuff. But I think another major thing that I would want to do is have stress.
Wow. Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Also, hello, Nano Tyrannus. Good to see you here. I definitely think something, something, something. The Isles talked about stress forever. Do I think they're actually going to do it? No. They're going to do it. Your kids are going to like become adults by the time they do that.
Probably. But I would do stress very different to how, like, Beast of Bermuda does stress.
Yeah, Beast of Bermuda.
Because, like,
Um,
with Beast of Bermuda, like, if you're trapped with a dinosaur that's bigger or a carnivore, like, you're basically dying. You're just going to die and stuff. So, I wouldn't do it like that.
um, as of now, I haven't tried those video ideas. As of I've only had time to work on the one. I would like to do more, and I don't. I do like some of those ideas, but as of now, I don't know. I need a lot more time, especially since I only think I'll be able to get 2 videos out this month. Because real life, the horrors.
Real life is important.
Yeah, something, something, school.
Fun. I'm happy I don't have to deal with school anymore. Now I just have to teach my child, start his school. So, that's interesting. Been interesting. Try to see.
Yeah, okay. Hmm.
Okay, so it doesn't get any smaller than that. um, yeah, for stress, if I were to make a game that had stress involved, I wouldn't have it hit your health or your stam. Because, for the most part, like, because that's basically a death sentence. Instead, I would have it to where your attacks are numbered, kind of like inside Path of Titans. But when you get stressed out, the first part you'll have like a minute where you gain stam, so you can run, and then after about a minute, then you get the debuff where your attacks like switch up. It's randomized.
Yeah.
So if you are new to the game and you get attacked, you'll look like you're going crazy because the stress is getting to you and you're getting discombobulated. But then if you're a skilled player, you'll anticipate the change of attacks and you'll
Oh,
be able to protect yourself.
yeah, I know what you're getting. I do like that. I think there's so many interesting concepts that will never be tackled in a dinosaur survival game.
Mhm. Yeah. I think that with that though, after maybe about 10 minutes, then you would gain a buff of being level-headed to where you can't get stressed out by anything that comes around you anymore. So that way it doesn't stay forever.
Yeah, I do like that. I definitely,
Let's do some changes of colors.
yeah.
Mm.
Also, I will pass the AP brain rot exam. Yes, I will. What do you take me for?
We're safe and okay with this crazy weather. Thankfully, the weather isn't too bad here. At least not yet. Alright, so we have a list. I've made a list of all the types of biomes. Well, I found a list. I added a couple things to the list, and I surround in red the ones that many dinosaur and paleontology websites say that dinosaurs possibly lived at. So, with that being said, we can choose from them to see where we would want to put biomes. Now, like I said, I'd probably put some mountains and stuff in the middle, the colder areas in the middle of the map.
Mhm. Oh, do I have to oh, I have to get the pro to use foliage. Ah.
Let's see.
I have to get pro to use all the fun stuff? Come on.
Yeah, you have to for some of the stuff. Yeah, you have to use stuff. So we gotta be creative, basically, and try to do it our own way.
Yeah, I think I'll figure that out.
All right. I definitely want some mountains. I think in the middle. So far, I think I got a good base start. I'll probably change some of the land masses as I go, but this will be a good start. Definitely want some mountains in the middle. Probably blocking off parts of the map.
Yeah. I will not be buying the pro, but I think there are parts of the map I'm blocked
What
off.
roster would you
Sh-
want? Oof, that's a hard one. That's a tough
That's
one.
that's hard. For now, there are parts of the map, like specifically with the mountain range going through. There's multiple points where you can cut through, but I think it's interesting that you have to go, but you should have to go through those points, I would say.
Yeah, it would bottleneck some players and allow confrontation to happen, I think.
Yeah, because if you're
Which
traveling between the 2 points, you have to go through X one or few places.
here, I'm going to add a path. Make a dotted path. Let's see. So that could be one way to travel through. There could be another one like hidden here. Some paths around. Something like that. Now as for the biome, definitely like a colder, drier place would be good. You guys do realize that Unreal Engine 5 is free and you can make a fully 3D map. Just a little more complicated
Oh,
adding textures, but making all the
oh,
stuff. One day
I know.
I will try. I will try. I think it would be a lot of fun to do that sometime. I think this would be a good precursor on how I would organize it. Um, what is it, Lemon? How's it going?
Um,
Let's see.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't
Or
have the
Joshua
time.
Desert's possible. Joshua Deserts. I don't think I know exactly what that is. I will look it up, my friend.
I'm to make well, I was about to say something. To make I don't I also am not a map designer. I'm not the one to ask about this.
Ah, I see, I see. Those are really nice. Those are
Joshua Deserts?
yes. I know and stuff. As for some of the you're here from Regalius streams? Oh, thank you for joining. Alright, well let's
Oh,
take a look. Let's take a look at some of these deserts.
I know what that's referring to. It's some stuff in I believe Arizona.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like that. Very nice deserts. I mean, I probably never visit there, but myself. But it makes me think of the with the new map in the more northern part of the map. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Right up here in Dry Fang Canyon, there are some like things like that there. So it does kind of make me like right in this between part. You'll see some of those trees and like that probably would be good for right here. So we can go ahead and actually make that color kind of signify that this is kind of that desert mountainous area, kind of a plains area. Kinda to make it to where, like, the larger portion of the map, or, like, the biggest, thicker portion of the map is more of a walkthrough to get to the 2 sides, and a little drier, so people don't just hang out in the land, like, most land place, they wanna hang closer to the more closer to where there's more water. But it also fills out the map a little bit more. So we can say that that has that type of biome. We'll write that down. Let's see. Add a text here. Make sure. Move that to the
Okay.
side. As for the text, let me see how I'm supposed to type it. Again, I've never used the typing part in this, so give me a
Yeah.
moment.
Okay.
Alright, edit. Aha, right there. Okay. Excuse my typing, goodness gracious.
Okay.
Desert. We'll put that in for the type of biome to get an idea for it. To make it a little bit smaller. You
Oh
don't need
my
that big.
god. Is this a rain shadow effect?
What?
Whoa. Oh, it's just basically it's where rain gets blocked on a side of a mountain and it can't get to the other side. So even if a region's geographically really close to each other, environmentally they're pretty different as one side could be extremely wet and the other side has little to no vegetate or
Ooh, look at
water.
that. Ooh, you can move around the words. That's cool. Alright, well, we'll leave that there. So we say that that kind of has that type of biome there. I think that would probably be a good spot for that. Because we don't want it near the edge. Because if we put a desert near the edge, not many people are going to the desert. Because there's
Mhm.
nothing there. So by putting it kind of in the middle and using it as a traffic lane means that you'll more likely find people going through it. And it's not a waste of space. At least that's what I'm thinking. When I put it down. That's what's going through my mind. So we'll say that for there. I do love rainforest, tropical
Okay then.
rainforest types. I wonder if you could add an oasis in the desert. Although that might
Okay.
ruin natural vibe. That is true. That is true. But the thing is that we really technically could make this map any way we want. So
Yeah,
if we
nothing's
want
stopping us.
if we want an oasis in the middle, we could make an oasis. It would actually probably be good right here. Have a tiny little oasis right there. But the thing with oasis, if we're thinking about it in the
Hello.
map sense for a game, let's be honest, if there's an oasis in the middle of a desert, it's going to be very populated. Like it's going to be one of the hot spots. More likely.
Mm, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Sorry, I was dealing with technical things.
Oh, okay. Alright. You're good, you're good.
Yeah, but I definitely remember that's for making me remember Oasis in the Isle back when it was like update 4. Oh, you didn't play till 6.5.
In the
Oh, those
Isle?
were yeah.
I played ever since Legacy.
Oh, I thought you played started at 6.5 for some reason.
No, I played the Isle since Legacy.
Remember in like Spiro? Remember in Spiro when there was like remember when they had Isla
Yes.
Spiro and they had that like when they released Pachycephalosaurus and they had that like
Yes.
one like pond in the middle of the map that everyone went to?
Here, I have Isla. I think this is Isla. No, this is not. This is V3. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Also, hello Andrew Kuru and Paleo Relic.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have to take into the fact of how gamers oftentimes play in these games, and when you make a little pond or some beautiful oasis in the middle of desert where no like crocs or things can get to them or aquatics can get to them, they usually create a hotspot.
Yeah.
So maybe we can create like a little oasis, but like right outside of the mountains. Probably would be a better for gameplay wise and stuff. You know, just a general like beauty of the map for sure. An oasis would make it absolutely gorgeous, but the chances of it being used to where it kind of brings down the quality of gaming, I think there's the risk. You could add one big mountain like Mount Everest. We could add a really big mountain for aesthetic purposes. Let's see. Let's see. We scale it up, but we don't want to cover up the river too much. Not too much. We want to make sure that there's
Think.
at least a little bit way around.
Okay, have grass, softness, turn it
Boom.
down. Oh,
Kind of like that.
yeah, let me see what you're on. Oh, you're actually doing a lot better than I am.
I don't know about that. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's a slow process trying to figure out how we want to place things. If you add a Disney dinosaur reference to the map, interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I want to do these biomes because we do want variety of biomes, but what would make the most sense in logic? I like logic in my biomes. I think
Yeah,
I really love. Let's see. I really love the taiga and boreal forest.
yeah,
Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I believe I am. Taiga forest, I think, is really pretty. Cherry blossoms grow in the mountains. That would be
yeah.
fascinating. Definitely cherry
I,
blossoms forest would be really
cherry
pretty.
blossoms would be awesome, and I will not be making Florida. I could go there in real life.
uh, Florida has a lot of swamp and a lot of
Yeah,
marshlands and stuff, which marshlands would be actually a really cool for an island and stuff like that to have some marshlands because you have that, almost knee high water to where aquatics and land animals can travel through it and create in the higher grass and stuff can be where things can hide very easily. It could be very interesting. What if you made a mountain surrounding area very snowy? I know we put kind of a desert area in Big Mountain, but it would be interesting to add some snow to the top of this mountain. I don't know. Let's see what we have in this catalog. Actually, we do have a bit of a snowy top. Snowy hills. Let's see. Snowy hills. We'll see how we can do to see if we can add a bit of a snowy top to this mountain. Because logically, if it's a really tall mountain, the air would be thinner at the top and it would probably be more snowy.
yeah, and also I just noticed it does kind of look like an upside down sauropod. Ooh,
Details. Let's see what we can do. Scale up, maybe? Try a different one. There.
all right. Houston's Delta, Hickory Pass, Bluebonnet Pass.
Do you got a bunch of maps up to look for reference?
No, I'm trying to name some things.
Can you tweak the spawn location for dinosaurs? I mean,
Maybe. I don't know. Can
I
we?
don't know. I mean, I honestly I don't know. We're just making a makeshift map for fun, so nobody can actually play this map unless I actually create it myself inside the gaming engine, which that will probably take a while for me to figure out. You're not adding Florida is valid. I live in Florida, please don't. For me to pathetize. I grew up in Florida when I was little. If you could, I think a little nesting ground area would be fun. I agree nesting would be fun. I know for like if I were to create the gameplay for a dinosaur game where you develop the stats over time with experience and stuff, one really cute thing about that would be is that you could play with your other hatchlings and learn experience by playing around with them, like practice sneaking and stuff like that. Like your sharp toothness and your bite force will be low, so you can't hurt them, but you can gain like you know stam, you could do bird sneaking and stuff. So if I were to choose a game, like I would make nesting a lot more fun to where if you're a baby, it encourages you to practice fighting.
Yeah. It's
That needs to
kind
be on the
of well,
front.
you can't really do much as a baby while in the current nesting in a certain dinosaur survival video game.
there's really no so we need there we go. Okay, I got an idea. Yeah, nesting right now in most of the dinosaur survival games really don't have it where it benefits
Um,
you a whole lot.
well, yeah. Also, Corey, I am trying. I also do have limited tools. Like, it is kind of hard to differentiate biomes. Like, I am trying, but and there obviously will be differences.
I'm using the text thing to title what the different biomes are. That looks really stupid. Alright, let me try something else. I have another idea. Okay, I like the size of that mountain, but we want to make it snowy at the top. Can you play the game as SV? Well, this is not a game. This is just a map creator for fun. Especially sauropods because they nest like sea trolls. Yes. That would be very interesting. Let's see. What if I use a cloud to try and create a snowy top kind of look? Do need to make it forward
Yeah.
though.
One thing I will do is I'll definitely make if you probably couldn't tell, Houston's delta and the area around that will definitely be a lot more wet, as in the bunches of clouds and large delta. The only
Yeah.
water, the only water in the south will pretty much be the large lake.
Mhm.
If only I could add like plants or
Hello, welcome, welcome. We're making a map for fun. It is not an actual playable map. It's on Incarnate. It's technically a Dungeons and Dragons map creator, but we're doing for fun if we were to choose how to design a map. You guys can design one too and post it in Regalius' Discord is in the description below in my video. So if you want to go to
yeah.
there. Wait, what if you add jungle area? Hello, hello.
Think I think we've
Welcome,
all
welcome.
seen a
Here,
lot of
I think
jungle and dinosaur survival games.
yeah, there is a lot of jungle. I do like jungle, but I think it needs to be done very delicately.
Yeah, jungle's nice, but I am so used to seeing jungles that it's kind of getting a little tad boring at this point.
Blue. I do want blue. Trying to see about adding snow to the top of this mountain, and it's being extra. It's being a lot extra. So let me see. Why is that blue again? I didn't want blue. Make it white. Please.
Yeah, I'm actually changing some of the texture on the bottom half now.
There we go. Okay, so that's not bad, but we do need to make it. I think if we make it a little bit more opaque, that'll make it better.
Doo 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 doo. And then top will be more vibrant.
Focused. Alright, what? Make Florida do what Rico's cannot.
Yeah.
Jungle's
You
overrated
could
while
just you
Choose
could
Forest
the
is
best way
good.
to send it would just to
Yes.
take a screenshot of it. And the best way to send your map would just to be taking a screenshot of it.
Yes, yes. Take a screenshot and post it in Regalius' Discord so we
Yeah.
can see what you built.
Also, Skyla, you saw the April Fool's announcement, right?
Yes, I did. I will be
Got it.
contacting my partner today
Good. And what
and
are we doing
figuring
for
out.
that? Y'all won't know.
Dun dun dun. Yes, you
Dun dun
guys
dun.
will be in the not know with that.
Yeah. In the not know.
I'm thinking this is working. This
Yeah.
time it's working.
Okay.
Oh right, you can't post in Discord. Well, then you can post it in my Discord. So I just created Discord, but I'm mostly using it
Um,
for tab streams.
yeah. Okay, so you could post it on like a community tab maybe if you don't have Discord.
Oh well, yeah, that's one
Maybe. I don't know. I just work here.
option. Ooh, what if you add a dino-shaped pond? A little Easter egg. Ooh, that's a not bad idea. I actually kind of like that. Okay, there we go. Is it the prettiest? No, it's not the prettiest. But does it work? Yes, it works. Let's layer it a little bit. Make the snow a little thicker at the top. There we go. That'll work. From far away, it doesn't look that bad. Okay. Don't worry, I'll take a look at yours if you post it in my Discord. If you can't post in Regalius for other reasons. Alright, let's see. So I do want some rainforest, but not a whole lot. Like, because it is so used up
Yeah,
already.
saturated.
Yeah, it's already used up so many. So we'll use this color. So I think that's probably the best color for it. It's the only like darker green. Because I kind of feel like, well, actually, we can do this one as the rainforest. Because I think when we use the other one, we still got like swamps and we got so many different types of biomes that we can
Yeah.
use. So
Yeah,
trying to decide what classifies as what.
yeah,
Fern
and
prairies
I have
instead of
washed my hands.
grasslands. Yes, fern prairies are really pretty. Like I have this list. Let's see. What?
And also, I will be right back.
Sure, no problem. We got these
I have
shrublands,
I have
which would be really
faith in you,
nice.
Skyla.
You got faith in me? Ah, thank you, thank you. So there's tundra that has kind of just bland grasslands, but it's like a little bit more colder. I think that would be good to have surrounding the mountain a little bit on one side. There's also the shrublands, which is very similar to the tundra, but I think it's just a little bit more, probably has a little bit more water and is a little bit warmer. What about you do a tall grass? Like the JP from the Lost World. Yes, I think let's see. I think that would be really cool to have in a certain area. Kind of make it like what's it called? Marsh where you have the water that goes up to the ankle/knee area and then really tall grass so that way aquatics can sneak in there, semi-aquatics can be in there, or any type of dinosaur could really walk through it but you can't see over it very easily. The rain shadow effect would be fun, honestly. Yeah, there's rain shadow effect. I don't know what else is talking about. um, let's see. There's the rainforest. Obviously, that one's used up a lot. The temperate forest here in the would be really pretty, and then I really love, like I said, the taiga forest, which is kind of that brownish stuff. Yeah, only hearing rustling. Like imagine like you're trying to go through the area and you hear like quiet splashes and some rustling and stuff like that. Like that would be awesome. Yeah, yeah. Rainforest is definitely overrated. Is it completely useless? No. I do think since we're doing this type of biome, and I definitely want to have, like I said, the taiga and some of the other things. Biomes that I normally see, some river deltas and stuff like that, I feel like in some shrublands, I feel like the rainforest doesn't really fit as well. Like I can see possibly like some marshlands, a little bit more wet areas, but in some like shrublands, but I feel like if we're putting this forest and this forest, adding a sudden rainforest does not fit. You could also do something like Mariana Trench. Yes, there can be some trenches and stuff like that. For sure, definitely having some things. Hello, you're back. Oh, welcome back. I appreciate you visiting my channel. I really do. So we have the desert here, which was really pretty. It's kind of like the Arizona. Let me see. Let me bring that back up. So we got this kind of desert here, kind of in the middle with some rocks and mountains in the middle, which is mostly like a bypass going from one area to the other. Bottleneck some dinosaurs. It's mostly meant to be a walkthrough. Wait a second, what about a giant volcano canyon that spills chunk the map? That is a good point. That is a good point. We do already have kind of a snow-capped mountain in the middle. The thing is, like I said, if we put mountains on the edges of the map, I feel like people are not going to visit them as much. Because what I found, whenever I go on, the newer maps, let's see. Where is it? When is it? Nope, that's the Arc map. Nope, that's that map. Okay, so like with the Isle map, excuse that. You have the volcano here. People don't really go there much, from what I've seen. Now, of course, that's only from what I've seen. That's the old Isle map. With this one, I don't see a whole lot of people going to the volcano and stuff inside the new map as well. People look cool, so you could do something like Pride Rock. That is true. It would be cool to have some caves throughout, for resting and stuff like that. Some little hidey hole spots to keep safe. That would be very, very interesting for sure. I agree with that. But I feel like when it comes to, like, for instance, there's some really cool caves inside the new Path of Titans map. Some really cool caves and the whole oasis and like the underhang and stuff like that. But people don't go there much. Anytime I've gone there, it's mostly barren. Like maybe I was nested there once, but you don't see a whole lot of people go to the corners of the map. You see the people go to the middle of the map. So if you make the middle of the map, I would think the more, barren, more, natural pretty looking, you know, barren places that look really cool, then you'll have people going through them, but people just don't stay there. So keeping it towards the middle of the map, I think, would be wise. But that's just me. That's what I'm thinking in my head, at least. You can make some sort of caldera, though, with a bunch of small fauna critters in there. That is true. Yes, yes, yes. I know the Isle has something like that, where inside the volcano there is a hidden cave where there's like a little oasis on the inside. You could also add little burrows. Yes, yes, that is true. I do like how there's like little burrows and little places where the smaller dinosaurs, or as you're growing, you can have an opportunity to get away. I do love that, and I think that's a lot of fun because it brings the dramatic part when you're playing. What about a giant hole in the ground with a ton of critters? Lush bomb. Ooh, I like the holes in the ground idea. That is a very interesting idea. I think that could actually work. I do want some hills, though. I do like some hills, but we gotta put them in a good spot if we're going to do hills. Because either they'll be absolutely useless or they'll be a hotspot. Like, there's no really in between. So far, from what I've seen, either they're useful or they're a hotspot. You're joining the Discord server? Cool, cool. Alright, so I think what would be good for around the desert, because we need to start placing some things. I need to start like choosing what other biomes. I think as a smart plan, I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go by section by
All right,
section.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I think
So
we're
this
going to
is
go.
like, I'd say a custom map.
Yeah,
It's just a fun hypothetical map for a game like Path of Titans or the Isle.
yeah. If we were to create one, it's hypothetical, because we do not have the know-how to actually create one. If I knew how, I would. I would totally create one if I had the know-how. But that is just not something I've
Also, are you
learned
there,
yet.
Skyla?
Yeah, I'm here. Can
Wait,
you
I
hear
just want
me?
to test something.
Oh dear.
There we go.
You good?
Yeah, my phone was.
Your mic was a little strange for a second.
Yeah, it's good now though.
Cool, cool. Alright, I think we need some shrublands. I think that would be good. I think I'm not going to do any major rainforests, to be honest. I think with the other biomes I want to put in there, rainforest is just so out of place.
Yeah, rainforest. Because you're like doing boreal forest and
Yeah, I want to
like,
do. Yeah, I want to
well,
do.
you could have it be based on elevation.
I could,
You
but
could have a lot of biome changes with a quick with elevation changes.
I just like with. I want a taiga forest. I want the like ferns and stuff. I want pine forest or birch forest, shrublands and stuff. I just feel like with the looks of it all, I think that it might just not fit as well. I mean, I do want, like I said, like a kind of marsh swamp almost looking area, which technically some probably around the beach, like if there's a marsh and stuff around the beach, a little bit of a rainforest look with that or a mangrove area would probably work. Try impact type? Yes. What if we add a glacier at the top that would probably act the same as a spawn
Well,
for polar creatures? Well, I did add some ice at the top of one of the mountains, just for aesthetic purposes. But I don't think I'm going to put a major polar. Like
yeah.
I do love, like maybe there can be some snow that falls around it and stuff, and I can put some snow down around it. But for the most part, I don't think there's going to be a major snow biome and stuff. Because I know since dinosaurs are oftentimes, they got scales, they're like lizards, and most lizards don't do well in cold biomes.
Yeah.
I know, like in Florida, if it gets too cold, the iguanas they freeze
Uh,
up and they get stiff and they fall out of trees. so they get
yeah.
so every winter they have like a iguana like warning
Yeah.
to everybody
Yeah.
to look out for falling iguanas.
Well, that's also I think partially because iguanas aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're not meant to
Because
be
the
there.
native reptiles do fine in the winter.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, we'll put
I don't
some
know.
snow so there's like you get the feel of some of the snow. Wait, what if patches were forest on the top of it? Hmm. An
Uh,
iguana nearly fell on you? Oh no. Well, I'm glad it didn't. Because I heard they hurt a lot in. Yeah, I heard that they can cause a lot of injuries.
oh, they
We're
can.
we're going to add snow around these areas. I think to have a little bit of snow would be nice, but not a full-on biome. So then you get the fun feel of looking at snow in the pictures of a dinosaur being in snow for fun. I think would be, really
Interesting.
pretty. But you don't have to survive in a barren snow. Because the thing is, like, if you're a herbivore, like, snow biomes have no food. So
Yeah, they don't.
why would a herbivore be there? And if a herbivore is not there, then why would a carnivore be there? There would be no point. So we'll have the fun of a little bit of snow without it being too much. So there.
Yeah.
Have you heard of mammoth? That is true. That is true. There is mammoths, but even then they gotta eat something and stuff. So they probably wouldn't stay if they had a choice. If a mammoth was alive and it had the choice to sit in the freezing cold snow or going to find food in like a shrubbery place, it would probably go for the shrubs. I would think. I would think. Let's see.
Oh,
Like, I mean, it would be tundra. That would be kind of tundra. Like, it has like some plants, but very sparse plants. Let's see. Tundra. It has like some. It's got that cold stuff. So what we could do is let's put a tundra around the mountain. Oop, what did I do? Excuse it. Ooh. Yeah, well, that's why the tundra would be a good place, more so than actual snow. Like, they would probably survive in the tundra pretty well, because you do get pretty cold climates in the tundra,
Yeah.
but you also get a little bit of shrubbery where they aren't starving. But I would expect mammoths would need a lot to eat.
They would. I'd assume so.
Even tundras don't have a whole lot to eat. Mammoths and U-turners would go hard, not gonna lie.
They would, honestly.
Alright, let's see. Let's make... Tundra, since it's very colorful, we'll make it kind of orange. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, that's just a texture scale. Oh, interesting. Okay, well then let's make it like that. That'll work. Bring down the brush. Make
Yeah.
it around the mountain range area.
I should probably name some more places. Hmm.
Yeah, well, trying to create the least amount of drama.
Hmm.
Make it simple. I think it would be really pretty to have a river going through the tundra. So we'll probably make a small river somewhere along here. We'll make this a tundra on this side. If a mammoth found enough to eat, rivers existing there would undoubtedly attract carnivores. Yes, that is true, that is true. Yeah. That is very true. It's all about the balance. We have to figure out the balance and how we are going to do it. Let's see. I'm thinking probably we'll make the tundra go all the way around. Would be wise.
Yeah.
Make it go around the mountain. What?
I'm trying to think.
I have no idea. You're getting told to run? Why is that? Let's see. Okay, so let me put down name tag. Can we let's make it smaller. Kind of a tundra area. Balance the forest better than balancing eating Eldar. Hey! Okay, that was an accident. That was an accident,
Yeah,
okay?
come on. That was an accident. There are no accidents. Something.
So, it when I was playing Ark, I picked up a dinosaur egg, and I was going to show Tryhard, who I was playing with, the egg, but I forgot it was Ark and not like Minecraft. In other games where you put it in the hotbar and then you can hold it, but Ark is not like that, and I didn't play Ark in forever. But when you put something like that inside your hotbar, you don't put it in your hands to show it. No, you eat it.
Yeah.
With the intention of showing him I ate it. I was like, no! That wasn't a dinosaur egg. No! I ate the iguanodon. I was like, Aladar, no! Okay, so we have a tundra that kind of goes around the mountain. I think that would be really cool. It's where it kind of transitions well. Yeah, I ate the egg. I adore Disney Dinosaur, yet the iguanodon mouth is an uncanny valley. Really?
Yeah.
I
I'm.
I think the movie Dinosaur was way ahead of its time when it comes to the animation
Thank you, Lemon.
style.
Yeah. The animation of that movie definitely was. The actual movie and the plot.
I mean, I loved the plot. I think it was a very simplistic plot because I mean it's geared for children
I mean, yeah.
and
I
stuff.
think
So it means, for the most part, kind of like a Land Before Time sort of thing. But again, it was like geared for children. Alright, let's see. Where next? I think I'm going to put. It was definitely was a Iguanodon speak being inside. The mouth looks weird. I mean, yeah, like looking now and knowing what a Iguanodon actually looks like. I mean, at the time, being a kid and seeing it, I thought it looked so cool. But I can see where having the beak on the inside probably helped animation to show emotion, because it's hard
Yeah.
to show emotion when there's a stiff beak for a mouth.
Yeah, it is. That's another thing.
So, especially if you're trying to make a realistic, almost realistic looking animation. See, I love Rango, but it's also a very silly movie. Yeah, that
Rango is a lot. Rango's good.
Rango was surprisingly good. You know, like one of those things when you start watching, you're like, is it really going to get to the part where I'm actually going to enjoy this? But then as it continues, you're like, this is actually quite entertaining and a very unique storyline.
Yeah,
I
Rango.
think
It
it
does start off a
builds.
bit weak.
It builds. It's one of those things that builds and you like it more the longer you watch.
You think the movie gets better the longer it goes on?
Yeah.
I do. The opening is the weakest part of the film, but it is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the opening is the weakest part. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to put Shrublands over here. I think it fits it with being right next to the tundra, because tundra is mostly like shrublands, except shrublands have a little bit more water, it has a little bit more plant life. But it's for the most part very similar, and it's warmer. Shrublands are warmer. So I think that would be a good transition right there
Yeah,
to have
maybe.
that around on one side. On the other side, though, I can do a different type of forest and start adding maybe a forest up here or something.
Okay, I'm gonna start adding forest and trees. I finally figured out that I could use one of the tree brushes.
You can choose one tree. Yeah, I mean, there's a few tree options for the stickers. You're going to die. Why?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
hope not.
Yeah, I hope Skyla doesn't die. But
Well,
that's.
that's one of the people in the comment
I know.
sections
Hello.
said.
Oh, Dino John. Yeah, this is a hypothetical pop map. I'm not actually making one.
Yeah, we're making it hypothetical. If I were to able to make one, I would. But that is something that will take a while to learn. I heard that you
Yeah.
can make one though. But let's see.
I mean, people do.
Yes, that is true. That's true. Let's see.
Now, most of the modded maps are not the greatest, if I'm gonna be quite honest.
Oh, I have no doubt. It's probably made like by people that barely know what they're doing, which would be me. You know, if you add like the King Kong insect trench, I would be insane. King Kong insect trench. Okay, well, I don't remember that. My brain is not the best at remembering, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look it up. I'll look it up. Kong insect
Okay, we are deleting all of these trees I just
trench.
placed.
It's okay. I was work took a bit for me to. What the heck? um, I see where you're saying, kind of like a path, a trench path with like vines going across it. The insects, maybe no.
Why not? Why not, Skyla?
Not everybody likes insects.
Well, doesn't have to be for everyone.
I guess that's a good point. They don't have to go there. Maybe we could put that like somewhere on the edge of the map. So then if people don't want to be there, they don't have to be there. But wow, I've not seen what are the pictures? Just still imagine the marsh that's just filled with Dinosaurs, yeah, that would be interesting. Okay, so we're going to do the shrublands there. I think that would be a good place for shrublands. On the other side, I think I'm going to put the taiga forest around. I think taiga would be really pretty up here. There's a good wide span for a nice, good forest.
I probably will not make a tree like a smiley face. And how is this map going to be long? It's more wide than it is long.
Let's see. Make it a darker orange for taiga.
It's going to take forever, but we will get rid of all these trees.
Can't you just like select a bunch all at once?
Can you?
I don't know. Here, let me test it out. Okay. Let's see. Select. Let's see. See if there's a select tool. Nope. Shift? Yes, yes. If you hold down shift, you can select modes, a group. And then delete them all. Okay.
But hold down shift.
Yep. Hold down shift and click them on the list.
Hmm.
There you go. Bye, Flowing. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. So, I'm planning for my streams to do Space Engineers tomorrow, Monday's Path of Titans, and then Tuesday's going to be a big tabs.
I have not played tabs in ever.
Oh, I play it with my subscribers where we I roll to see what army they get, and they have certain amount of points, and then my subscribers get to go against each other.
I see. That's a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. So on Tuesday, I normally stream between 9:30 and 10:30 in the morning, Eastern time.
There we go. I finally got the trees how I wanted them to be. I got rid of all of them.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm glad you were able to fix that, because
Yeah.
it sounded like a hassle and a half. Let's change the taiga color. I think we need to change the taiga color. We're going to change it to this color, because I think that'll be a little bit more contrast against, or not the taiga, the tundra color.
The army. Yeah.
Play
But
tabs? Yes, with my subscribers. It's a lot of fun.
This also, the trees will not be for scale for obvious reasons. They're not half the height of the mountains.
Yeah? Yeah, where do I sign? Yeah, we have fun on the stream. So when I stream tabs, you're welcome to join. So that'll be on Tuesday. Let me make this. I feel like it needs to be a little bit smaller. Is that the right color? Yes, it is the right color. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to make this. I'll add like the actual trees after I choose where I want all the biomes to be. Go slowly build it up. So the type of forest that I would want there though is kind of this one, which I think is a really pretty forest. Ah! No, that's a tree! Right there! That forest. Wait, what are y'all making? No, wait. What are y'all using to make maps? So we're using Incarnate. We basically just searched it. I put the website down in the description of the video. So if you want to go to the website and make your own map, you just have to sign up. It's for free. Choosing some of the stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
it is,
technically a Dungeons and Dragons map.
but it's okay.
Yes, it featuring our imagination. That is basically what it is you're watching our imagination at work here. You use this? Oh, nice. Awesome. So you probably know more than we do on how to
Yeah,
use the
I
tools.
I am not good at using the tools.
I'm working it. I'm working it. It's taking some time, but I'm working it. I'm thinking a nice river would be good around here. Let's see. I use this to make my fantasy maps. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, we're kind of doing that. We're doing a fantasy map. If we were to create our own Path of Titans and stuff like that, how would we create a fantasy map? I'm thinking a river, kind of make it kind of like a delta that goes splits into multiple ways. I think that would be good. I love when dragons and fantasy dinosaurs are mixed together. Oh, really? Yeah, not everybody likes that, but it's cool that you do. I do find some. I do enjoy
I think,
dragons. I
I
think
think it.
depends
Sorry,
on how I
continue.
feel. I think it depends on how I feel that day. Like some days
Yeah, that is.
I just want all dinosaurs. Some days, other days I'm like let's just throw everything in and
Yeah,
just have a crazy time.
I have to be in the mood to play with fantasy, but I definitely think fantasy mods are a bit overhated. If only it was like optional content you didn't have to get.
Yeah. I mean, that is one good thing with Path of Titans. Depending on what
Yeah,
server you join, it does affect what what's it called? Like what is in what mods are in there.
yeah.
But add a little lake. I think a lake would be pretty there. Make a centipede. Realistic wyverns would be attraction with lizard heads. Oh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Forgive me if I don't pronounce it correctly. My pronunciation is not the best. All fantasies is basically what if fantasy monsters were real creatures and were in the modern world, as well as dinosaurs, as they survived caves. Yes, dragons are dracosaurs. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so I like the taiga being there. We need to place some other biomes. What would be a good one? I feel like the shrublands, we need, like, either we can transition the shrublands into a grassland area, but I feel like if I do that, it won't make it very interesting over there. It'll just, like, be like meh. So I think putting something there that's a little bit more unique would make it very, uh, what's the word? Attractive to go to. And I take up Media Hobbies channel on the power cord. Nice, nice. Add Zar Kids. Oh, thank you for teaching me the pronunciation.
Yeah. What was the last time I played Pot? Last time I played Pot, it's been a couple days, was when I was probably recording with Mur. Probably.
You should play pot with me sometimes.
I probably should.
Am I the best at fighting? No, I'm not the best at fighting. But I have a lot of fun,
Yeah, I
regardless.
did.
My goal is to have fun, not exactly to be perfect. Now this is what a riparian zone, basically a delta with trees along the side, but with grasslands on either side. That might be interesting over here, where you get that kind of feel. Large rodents could probably only reach the size of a small horse based on their commonly used body plans if changed to realistically functional. Interesting. Arizona is a lot bigger than your map, but you both look good
Okay.
in their own way. Well, I'm saying mine is zoomed out. So
What's
it's
them down?
big. I'm considering my map zoomed out. Yours probably looks a little bit bigger landmass than mine, but I'm considering mine as like zoomed out and the land masses are, you know,
Yeah.
bigger in a stance. I'm doing a zoomed out map. Let's see. Let's do. Like I said, I think if I put just grasslands right next to shrublands, it would just be like flat land of the barren area, then the flat land of the tundra, then the flatlands of the shrublands, and then just a grassland. It would make it really boring. So I think adding a forest there would actually be pretty good. Some kind of forest. We already have the tundra on this side, but maybe a temperate broadleaf or mixed forest would be really pretty because you get those the multicolored leaves, the seasonal changes. I think that would be really pretty over there because you get these pretty colors, which you usually find like North Carolina, South Carolina, those pretty forests that change
Yeah.
colors. I
Imagine
think,
actually having seasons.
let's see. We could add something like the Hitachi Seaside Park. It's a beautiful place in Japan. That would be interesting. Maybe we can
Yeah.
make something like one of the little islands as a very pretty place that has like some of the cherry blossom trees. I think that would be
Uh,
cool. But for now, let's add the let's add the forest, the temperate forest. I'm going to make that. We're running out of oranges. Let's see.
okay.
We'll put this one as a lighter orange because we changed the tundra to that tan color. So now we have the light orange to work with, which this would probably be work for the temperate forest. So we're just going to make this whole spot over here be good. Temperate forest. And then we can make maybe a small grassland area that leads to another area. Six-limbed dragons could evolve by having modified display structures that now work as wings along with their four actual limbs. Interesting, interesting. I can see where you've put a lot of thought into um
This idea.
dragons and these ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a lot of research and stuff.
Honestly, uh, I'm trying to think of like what animals would I like in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have to think about that for a bit.
Yeah, there's so many. The thing is, it's like if we're basing off of like a Path of Titans thing, like then we're also taking into account of mods, that people can create. But if we're doing more of a like what's the word? The Isle or some
Independent.
other things, then independent, then we would be choosing what kind of dinosaurs are
Yeah.
specifically in this. I would say that I'm making more of a map where, you know, just a variety of dinosaurs would be able to play in it and stuff than
Yeah.
choosing a specific group because I do enjoy the fact that mods are created inside Path of Titans and you get that massive variety, unlike the
Hmm.
Isle where you have to wait eons to get any variety.
Yeah. Hey, actually, Rex and Trike came out like that.
Alright, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I'm thinking. Let me look here at.
Yeah.
Which map is
Murph
it?
is pretty nice. You might be seeing me in a couple Murph videos in the near future. Something, something, something.
I think, right here would be a really good idea to have those craters that we were talking about.
No, I would
Kind
not
of,
like to leave the website.
oh yeah, I almost did that too. Uh, um, I think it would be good to have some of the craters or some drop-offs stuff right here. I think that would be a really good option for those spots. Let's see what we can do about that.
Hmm.
Or we can do a sand dune, kind of like have a sand area in a
You could do
spot,
that too.
a desert almost. Because we have that desert, but then we can do just like a little bit of barren desert. Probably maybe put that over here though. I'm thinking having some. Let's see what a little bit smaller. Having some of those craters we were talking about or trenches would be probably real cool to have in this spot over here.
I think I'm overall happy with what I have.
Let's see. This just kind of spread them out. Oh, I don't think how that's supposed to turn. That sounds painful. What sounds painful? Oh, unicorns could be squids that start out with two horns that slowly intertwine and twirl together into a single one with maturity. Oh, that would be interesting. That does sound a little bit like a headache. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. That's just me though.
That's just me. Well, where are unicorns? Let's see. Let's upscale this a little bit. Not that's way too upscaled. We'll add
Okay.
a little bit bigger trench.
Yeah, I don't wanna say I'm done, but I'm overall pretty happy.
Okie dokie. Cool, cool. Alright, let's see. Go back. Add there. Maybe like we can have a little valley with a river that runs out. There. There's that little way right there. We have some trenches and stuff.
Also, hello, golf ball kid. I'm glad you like this. I'm gonna look at what Skyla's up to right now.
I'm making some trenches and some like little pathways.
I see.
Add a little bit of variety in the terrain. Maybe I'll put like a little water oasis right here. You know, I'm just going to do. Let me just subtract. Bip. That'll work.
Yeah.
That works a lot better. And then maybe a little river so that way aquatics can get there. Something like that. So that's what I got for that. I think that this could be
Oh,
a bit rocky. What?
that is so much more detailed than mine.
Well, sorry, I'm detailed. There we go. A little bit more on the rockier side.
Also, hello, Matt Taylor username.
And then we can put a little bit of greenery around the tiny. That way we get the oasis, but there's also a path from the waterway, so that way aquatics can get there and they're just not stuck.
A path of
There we go.
Titans.
Possibly. Possibly. So we have that option. Let's see. Should I go to screen? If you would like to. Your choice. Half the fantasy creatures is possible if you open your mind a bit. Yes, that is true. I mean, the good thing about fantasy creatures, you can literally make anything you want. Let me put a path. Let's see. So we got the path here. We can make a path that goes through the trench as a possibility. Make a path here. There we go.
You're going to go to community, and then you're scrolling all the way down, and then you have the option to either A, have
I'm thinking. You already did.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I'm thinking grasslands over here would be good. Because it's right across from here, and we want people to encourage to go from this area to this area. And I think some nice grasslands area or open area would be a good kind of encouragement to that.
Yeah.
And it would make sense with the oasis. A giant unicorn lizard that impales the enemies. Oh, and just cause. How evil. Interesting. Let's see.
And then once that is clicked and done, when you create your live or while you're live,
There we go. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. As for the other biomes, let's see. So we'll put
And you'll see the redirect.
we'll put Rocky Land with Oasis over here.
And then you can either add, and you'll see the
And
redirect
with
right here, and click add.
we'll just put Rocky Land.
And then you can click here. Just
Goodness gracious. We gotta move that forward. Boop, boop. There we go.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Nortman, for the money.
Then grassland. Ooh, you getting stuff?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for taking time for Regalius and gifting him this stuff.
Just messing around with some settings real quick.
Gotcha. No worries. Ooh, what's this? Are the last surviving dinosaurs the only non-avian dinosaurs to survive the extinction? Escalis are capable of gliding. Well, sorry, forgive my. I'm just going to pass by that one because I'm not very good at pronouncing. On average, are larger. Interesting. Okay, so we got that kind of a trench area where actually this is what we're going to do. I got an idea. We're
You got a
going
plan?
to. I got a plan. I love plans.
You got.
Let's see. What we're going to do is I'm going to. Let's see. We need the right one. Where is it? Probably this one was upscale it a bit. Nope. That's not the right one. Yes, that's the right one. We're going to make this whole area higher elevation because you want to be able to have the purpose to go through the trench. So by making this higher elevation right here, it kind of forces you to go through the trench like that. It
Yeah.
makes you go through.
Okay.
Let's
Sorry, I
move
was
the
looking
rock
at
line.
something.
Oh, you're good. Let's see. Where do we need? Can we move it? Can I move this? Let me see. Wait. Edit. After we've placed it. Outlay. I don't think I want to drag in Frit to burn down everything. That's a good thing. Brainstorm plotting fantasy creatures, knowing they aren't real. Yes, that is the fun part about thinking of fantasy stuff. It's like you know that they aren't completely real, so you have the option of just thinking of whatever. We'll go like that. That way we can see the path. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now we have the rocky land with a purpose and reason why you want to go around either of the two paths, because there's a big drop off there. And that way, you have a purpose for going to get to one place, like the grasslands, to the other. You're required to go through that trench. And it's another bottleneck place. But it's really cool looking. So, with that being said, I think we need another biome type.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, what are you specifically thinking?
I'm thinking we need something on the other side of the grasslands that is interesting, because grasslands can be quite boring. Unless you have a reason for getting across. So Primy's thinking maybe that marsh. The marsh where it's like level water but the tall grass. Might be right. Nice. What do you think?
I like that idea.
So we'll probably, since it's going to have like water underneath, we'll kind of do this as for the marsh. It's not the prettiest color, but it works.
Definitely, from what I've seen of yours is definitely going to be a lot better than mine. I like mine. I have to think about what else I have to do.
Alright. We'll put this and we'll write tall grass marsh. That is a long marsh though. Maybe we'll do just a portion of this, the tall grass marsh, because I feel like we need to transition to a beach. You could add a volcano that has lava. We
You could
could
do that.
We could. I could add it on one of the islands at the end. That probably would work for one of the islands. Let me make this at the end a beach, because I feel like it needs to be a beach. Let's see, texture scaling. I guess we'll just do that. We'll do this. And kind
the
of
Isle. I mean, I think the Isle will have a good year, but There's videos going all the way back to like 2024 with people saying blank year will be the year for the Isle.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I feel like this past year, especially at the end of this year, just so many games have updated. It's insane the amount of games that have updated just this
Yeah,
past year.
it definitely has been wild.
Like almost, I think most games that I have in my library that is not completely finished is has some kind of update and something new.
Mhm.
Go Great Valley Limit has too many good ideas. um yes, so
Yeah.
this Great Valley like Land
Like
Before Time. I think this would be really cool to have a nice waterfall in the grasslands. I think that would be really pretty to do a waterfall.
I'm really curious to see what happens with the Isle this year now that Rex and Trike are in the game.
That is a good point. There is a lot different, like, what's the word? Like, the feel of the game's going to change a bunch now that they have added such big predators.
Yeah, like Aloe and Rex is gonna be insane.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to make a pool up here for the grassland. In the grassland, I think a really nice, pretty waterfall would make this area really nice. So we're going to make a couple rivers to lead to it. And we're just going to make a nice waterfall here. I know it looks really bad at first, but I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it.
It's fine. We have faith in you, Skyla.
Okay. We're going to go up a layer. Whoop, 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 for the next one. Add that over top. Then make it a little bit opaque. Need like a real thick one. Right about there. Okay. We need another one. Nope, nope. That don't look right. It needs to go from all the way from the top. Then we need to whiten this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm,
Also, no, I'm just messing around because I'm gonna get rid of that tree real quick. I
there
don't
we
have
go.
much else to add on this map. I'm done.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I take a little bit longer. Sorry.
Yeah. You're good, Skyla.
I'll try to hurry up. I'll try to make it faster. Let's see.
We'll
So
figure that out
what we'll do
soon enough.
is add clouds at the bottom, and then we want some trees at the top. That'll help
Hey,
it not
also
look so
Seagull.
terrible.
What did you think of the recent addition to Dinotubers? Well, what did you think of the new member, Seagull? What would you think,
We'll make
Seagull?
like a
What are your
Riparia.
thoughts?
Kind of like that. Too small. Rotation.
What are your thoughts, Seagull?
Kind of like that.
Bum bum.
Then we'll add a little bit more trees around. So there's like some great trees in the grassland.
Yes, Seagull. It is Holy Ball. Us at Regington Incorporated.
Nope, not that one. No, it's on the water. We don't want the one on the water. There.
Oh yeah.
Not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. You can add a big area where that can fly around. Yes, we would need good areas for flyers, probably. You know, over here with these like cliffs and stuff like that, over this way would actually be really good for flyers because then they can perch on different like levels. Uh-oh. You know, I just realized that that name is like completely hidden. Let me find it. Da-da-da-da-da. That word. There we go. Okay, let me quickly choose the other biomes stuff, but I think that's probably good.
Probably good.
Cool. All right. So, as for the other biomes, we need to think of something quick because we're losing time. So from right here, I know I kind of want to do. I'm thinking having a small desert right here would be good. Kind of to transition between. There's a small desert. Like actual desert. With sandhills. Just as a transition spot. Because really, probably people are not going to hang out there for very long. So,
Probably not.
whoop! Alright. And then we'll just put desert. Just cut this one. Whoop! There we go. Alright. And then, for over here, we'll probably just add some simple, a swamp area I think would be good. Not next to a desert. Swamp area will be up here, probably volcano right here. Since it's nice and hot next to the desert, probably volcano. We'll do this. We don't really have a volcano looking mountain. Do we? So, but we'll do that. And then for quick. I know my son would love the volcano. He loves volcanoes. Whoa! There we go. What is it? Let's see. What time is it for you? It is almost 1 o'clock for me. It is almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's almost 12 for me.
We need that last one was terrible. All right, we'll just do those lines, so that way we know it's a volcano. And then around it, probably some more palm type forests. Make it simple, because whoa! I closed it down. 1 second. Wrong thing. I was trying to change that. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll keep that since that. Well, no, we use that for the desert. Darn it. Okay. Let's change this to this. And we'll change this here. Oh wait, I used it for that. Ah! This is when it gets harder, when you have so many biomes, but limited colors. We'll do this for the palm beach. And then kind of a palm forest here. And then, which matches the mountain, so that works. And then we'll do kind of a swamp down here. I think that'll work well. People like swamps, so they'll probably go there. We'll make a couple.
Yeah, I do think
Oh, go ahead.
swamps are definitely popular, except the Isle, but that's poor execution.
Mm-hmm. Since it's palm, there's probably going to be a lot of water, so we'll put there. Then for this area, I want another really nice forest. Probably this could be almost a tropical rainforest type area, because then it would be on the other side of a palm in the volcano, and usually you do see rainforest next to volcanoes.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
At least on Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii you definitely do.
Yeah. So we'll do this. Sort of a rainforest on this side. And then we will just make kind of like, I think, a little bit more grasslands on. No, it's right next to a desert. We'll put... What biomes have I not used? Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, I have not used mangroves, which would probably be good for right here. So we just need a good transition. Maybe like a savanna. Nice savanna spot. Because really, you don't see much savanna. Except
Yeah,
for
you
the old
definitely.
one. The old map of Gonwood, you do find savanna. So we're going to put
Yeah.
savanna right here.
Rest in peace, Savannah.
I know, savanna's like gone.
It's dead.
Yep. Dead, dead. Alright, and then we'll do... Let's see. Trying to think what color to do for the other. For the... What am I making? My mind completely lost it. Okay, so
What
I
are you
did
making?
savanna. Oh, mangrove. That was the other one that I did not do. Um, do this kind of color for mangrove for now, because the palm forest or the tropical forest and mangrove is not that different. What is your live stream going to be for next time? So tomorrow's going to be space engineers and stuff with my husband and Tryhard and Blue Ice. So several other people. And then Monday will be Path of Titans. And then Tuesday will be Tabs. That's my plan for now, anyway.
You have a plan?
I try.
You try?
I try to have a plan. Okay. Then on here, I think we'll have just a regular forest.
Yeah, I did finish my map.
Yeah, he finished his map a lot faster than I finished mine.
Yeah.
It's my fault. I'm slow. Whoops. Alright, we're going to make this right here just a regular, like, forest. We're going to make this small. Actually, we're just going to take away this up. I'll make a big forest over here.
Yeah, I finished my map a little bit ago.
Okay, so this right here, we're just not going to do mangrove, because this is going to be a mangrove, almost. Because really, palm forest and mangroves is not that different. Will you, Sky? Yes, I will. Okay, so right here I was doing savanna. Savanna. And then here I was doing a pine forest.
Yeah.
Then here I was going to a tropical forest, since it's next to the volcano. Then here I was going to zoom out and zoom down. Here I was going to like a mangrove / like palm forest. And then down here I was going to... What was I going to do down here?
I don't know, but I heard one of your kids yelling.
Yeah, she's asking for some food. Daddy's getting her some food.
Yeah.
she likes the call. Alright. We're going to do... I was going to do something down here. What was I putting down here?
I don't know. What
Gosh
were you
darn
putting
it.
down there?
I don't know. My brain completely went blank. Oh my gosh. Think. We'll put mangrove. I guess we could put mangrove, like kind of just a long mangrove. I guess we'll do palm forest for the other one and mangrove for this.
Yeah.
So that way the palms are next to the volcano and they stay close to the volcano while the mangroves are a little farther out. All right, there we go. I could do a lot more detail to it, but since we don't have as much time right now, people are probably getting hungry and stuff.
Yeah, someone's definitely getting hungry.
Yeah, don't worry. She's getting taken care of.
Yeah, I know.
But kind of that's where I would place things and stuff. Have like some paths that go around. For the most part, like I said, I could do a lot more detail.
Yeah. Okay. So that is your map.
That's the sign you were making me. Like the... Hubby came up and was making a triangle with his hand. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing with your hands?
I don't know. What is he doing with his hands?
And then she shows me on the app Papa John's. I was like, oh, you're asking about pizza. Like, I had no idea. Like, I did not get that from the triangle hands. I am sorry.
Yeah, also, hello, Caitlin Taylor.
Yes, pizza sounds wonderful, my dear. Yay, a few minutes ago. Well, it looks like we're ordering pizza. I'm not complaining. I love pizza. I love chicken Alfredo pizza.
That is quite good.
Yes. Light on the sauce, though, because sometimes that sauce can get crazy. But yeah. I think that this could go well. Like, I would add caves and a bunch of other things, but let's see. What do you got?
This would be mine.
Oh, wow. Yours is a lot more detailed than mine. And stuff. I definitely have, like, more, like, surface space and variety. But yours, you did really well with yours. Let's see.
Thank you.
Let me screenshot it so I can show my nice peoples. Let's see. Ta-da! I go to my screenshots. I can bring it up. For some reason, Discord's not letting me, like, window it. You see what you did? That looks so good.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it. I see how you named things specific. I was going for, like, specifically what biomes. I didn't even name them yet on what the passes are and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? You did good.
Thank you.
And stuff. I was going more for, like, variety in the biomes than the specific names. But I am impressed.
Thank you. I like this. I definitely think there's some things I could have done better, but overall I do quite like it.
Yeah. You did good. Here, I mean, pines in the pine forest. Kind of a look. Now I gotta think of an ecosystem on these maps like that. Oh, well, go right ahead. If you want to, go right
think
ahead.
About that. Nothing stopping you?
Yeah. Let's see. We can do, like, some kind of these here. Well, sort of. Tundra, kind of like their shrublands. Let's see, what else do we got? We got the temperate forest. Kinda has multiple colored trees. That one was on the water.
Yeah.
Don't want them on the water.
You're good.
Let
But
me...
overall, I'm pretty proud of what I made.
I think you did wonderful.
But I don't know if I have much else to say. Yeah.
You don't have much else to say? That's alright.
Yeah. I think I'm going to probably end it here. Thank you so much for doing this with me, Skyla.
Of course, I had a lot of fun. I enjoy doing all this fun stuff, fun designing stuff, and I think
I had
the
a ton of fun too.
The chat has some really good ideas. I hope some of them can make stuff and post it, and
Let's
I think
hope so.
we can see what kind of crazy stuff that they make as well.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Skyla. I'm gonna get on out of here.
Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
I'll probably be on for a little bit longer.
Finish what you were saying.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm probably gonna be on for a little bit longer so I can try to finish this up.
Got it. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. I bet I didn't talk fast enough. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let me see what else I can do. So there's like a bunch of town stuff. Really, we don't need the town stuff. Let me, since I have a little bit more time before the pizza gets here, I'm going to try to add some more things. So there's like different little caves and stuff that we can add. We can add some caves around. Let's see. What else can we do? Unfortunately, there's like no palm trees. Like, I would think that there would be palm trees. Da-da-da. There's like a compass. That would be interesting. Ooh, there's hills. Let's add some hills. Some nice green hills. I think that would be good. Boom, boom. Some hills over here. Good. We want to keep this like flat. I mean, like that's the best part of that is keeping it flat. Shrublands I think it also have some hills. Very soft hills. Let's see if there's some softer hills. Look. Yes, that's better. Nice some soft hills, small soft hills. Nope, I want to keep the soft going. And there. Some nice soft hills up there. Savannah's usually pretty flat. Savannah's pretty flat. It has trees, but unfortunately I don't have many options for those trees. Yeah, cannon ankylosaurus as behaving like hippos. No one can stop me. Ooh. That is very interesting. I mean, that's one thing about hippos that I find fascinating, is that they are very agile creatures and you would never expect it. I think that is a very unique thing about hippos that does make you question, like, is there anything else that could have that type of personality almost? Let's put some like nice a cave over there. We'll say that there's caves in this place. Also, I think it's okay. I stream during your stream on Monday. Of course. I mean, I know. Was it Tryhard and I? We stream at the same time and stuff. You know, the more the merrier. I don't. If you would like to stream during the same time, I don't mind. It's your choice. Let's see. So we got the mangroves over here. There's no real mangrove or tropical trees, unfortunately. Like, I would take the time to make some if I could. Oop, apparently I just left the Discord. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll just mute that. Alright. Boom. There we go. Alright. Make sure that all is good. Hopefully the arid area resembles Morse information. Let me look it up, see what exactly you're talking about. There's a lot of parts of the world that I've not personally seen. Honestly, I've not visited many places. But I find the amount of variety all over the world to be absolutely fascinating. Ah, yes, yes. Very nice. I was thinking that maybe that would be like almost like the Rocky Lands right there, where there's very little like between the tundra and that, it would kind of have that kind of rocky formation, like the rocky areas. I think that would be really nice because then you would have the trench there and then a little oasis in the middle. I think that would be pretty. Stream today, so it'd be kind of helpful to stream with someone that has experience. Oh, you're streaming today? I'm probably not going to stream anymore today. But yeah, if you want to stream with me on Monday for Path of Titans, you're welcome to join, for sure. I don't mind at all. Let's see. So we got the palm forest over here. I know a lot of people like having hot springs. So, like, I want to say it's, like, overused, but it could potentially be overused. Uh-oh. My computer freeze? Why isn't my mouse moving? Oh. My mouse is not moving. Did my mouse die again? Oh my gosh, did my mouse die again? Because I can't click. Uh-oh. I think my mouse just died. That battery must have been bad. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, it was my mouse. I turned it off and on again. It happened last time, in the middle of me playing, I think it was Path of Titans. Okay, so that's tropical forest. We don't have any tropical trees. I know, me and the darn mouse. Like, it happens at the worst times too sometimes, where I'm like in the middle of fighting and or like trying to survive and my mouse just like, no, you're dead. Nope, you're dead. Taiga has a really pretty forest. So we can actually put some trees up there. Let's see. I wish I had some tropical trees to put down to make this place look a little bit more filled out. Put these all around. I'm a little bigger though. Oh, that one was on the water. Which one was that? No. Where are you? No, 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 no. There you are! Delete! I'm gonna make it go all the way down. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Tyga's getting covered. Where is it? Where's the word? Where are you? There you are. Forward. There you go. It's not hidden. Alright. Let's see. Bum bum bum. Let's add a little bit more paths that go around. So we'll say that there's a way through the whoop, nope, nope, nope. A way through, kind of cross there. Say that this kind of connects back here. We can say you can follow the shoreline. Go across if you want to. Mangrove. Then we got. Oop, nope, that goes right through hot. There we go. You can go around. You can go up if you want. And this may, I mean, you don't have to go down the paths, but, you know, paths are fun. Paths are fun. You can or you can't. You can go around the mountain. Go there. There. Kind of like all over the map. I think that's pretty good so far. I mean, like I said, like, I wish I had some other, like, types of trees, like, tropical-looking trees that I could add. But we just don't. Unfortunately, they cost money. And quite a bit of money. So I was like, no! Because that would be nice. Like the jungle tree, swamp tree. Gosh darn it. Expensive trees. Yeah, you rickrolling me again. But I think that this is pretty gosh darn good. Let's see. Let's add some clouds. We need to bring this forward all the way. Say that. And then we can actually go up here and add some clouds to the top of the snowy mountain. The to move around is kind of weird on this map. You kind of have to like scroll out unless I'm doing it wrong. I could be doing it completely wrong. Oh, that's what I'm. Yep, I was doing it completely wrong. There we go. You have to press the mouse wheel. Dun, 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 dun. Well, just I guess add some around just for aesthetic. There we go. And then I think at the bottom we can put the compass. That would look good. Doop, doop. That compass does not show at all. Oops. Okay. Cloud. Send you back. Okay. Stress came up to me doing all these hand signals. Okay. Okay, let's see. We need to... Okay, I see how this works. Da-da-da. Okay. Let's go up here. We'll select this one. No. This one. Yeah. And then we will send them back. There we go. We'll be doing another Minecraft horror stream. I need to. That is a lot of fun. I need to do another Minecraft horror stream. Okay. Well, I'm thinking this is pretty good. Add a couple more caves here and there. And a couple of the forests. I think a couple more streams and then we'll be pretty done. I think we'll be done. Use from the caves. Very. I'll have to look it up. I think there needs to be like some more rivers I run through here to allow access to get across. Savannah actually could have a nice river that runs through it. Usually savannas have rivers that run through. But let me send it back. Send it back. And let's change the last scene, make it a bit more bland looking. Let's see. Where's the other line? Boom, boom, boom. That one's right there. Let's fix this one too. That and send it back. There we go. Oop. There we go. It's on Curse Forge, which is good. Nice. I'll have to look. Whoop, whoop. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. No, I don't like that. Let's see. Let's add another river through the mangroves. Usually there's a lot of rivers through mangroves. Boop, boop. And then we'll probably be good for today. Something like that. No, not that one. That one's terrible. And one more. A bunch of crazy rivers. Also, this app's called Great. Yeah. Ooh, cool. Don't tell please. I tried to keep the last one a secret, and let's just say it did not stay a secret for very long. Oh, this is handy. Oh, I can change. Oh, ooh, fancy. Can I take care of you? You're a little. I accidentally put you a little far. Boom, boom. There we go. Oh, and then you can actually go a little farther. Boom. Oh, you were a little long. Let's move you back. There we go. And then probably good to add a couple ponds there. That. We technically could just have a giant pond in the middle. And then just move all these. Let's see. I'm just going to delete. Just delete. Which one's this one? I want to just delete that one. I mean, like, is app called that or it's another name? Oh, this is a website. This is a website called incarnate.com. I did put the link to this map creator into the description below. Which one is this? I'm coming, baby girl. I'm coming. Goodness, she's going nuts. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Delete. Oh, you want your princess dress? That's why you're yelling for me? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I I think that's probably about good. Golly, I hate how those rivers are. Okay. Let me just fix this one. And delete. There we go. Alright. Then if we go here. Do that. Do that. Connect that. And we'll go like that. There we go. And then the last thing I think we need to do is I need to move mangrove forward. Oh! The kids have escaped. Hello, child. She ran. She ran. We're good. We're good. Alright. Yep. Alright. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Hi. Hey, what? You want a princess dress? Well, then we'll have to get you your princess dress. Which princess dress do you want? The red one? Of course. That was your favorite. Yes. The child. You want to come say goodbye to peoples? Well, thank you guys for watching. I will post this in the Discord. What I made. Again, it's not the... I wish I had more tree options, but I don't. Ooh! Alright. Say goodbye! Goodbye! Good job. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!